Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I got a new car to show you guys for the channel, which is not my car. It's actually my fiance's car, Joy. She has a new car. I finally convinced her. You guys saw that I was talking about putting her into a BMW. Well, we found one for her, and we're getting rid of the S3, but now we have a new BMW, which some of you guys might be familiar with the car. It's actually was built partially by somebody that was on YouTube as well. He's still on YouTube, but he's not doing F30 content anymore, and that is a Btwillia's Garage. He goes by Brad or Bradley, and we are gonna have him on the video here later on to give you guys the full details on the exact specs on the car and what power it's making and everything like that. I know the basics, but I'm just gonna leave that up to him. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be showing you guys the exterior of the car, telling you guys what the plans are for the car, and obviously we're going to be doing a walk around with Joy as well, so she can give you guys her thoughts on the car and if she's happy over you know, with this car over the Audi. So here we have it.
Eldridge. I hope you got one of these things, man. You and your fiance are gonna need it in that 335 that you just picked up. So my name's Brad. I run Btwillia's Garage on YouTube, and I apologize in advance for the lack of production quality today. I did not want to hold Eldridge's video up, and he reached out to me a couple days ago. So I was the original owner of the F30 335i you see in this video. It's got an N55 engine. I bought it with 6,000 miles on it. It was a showroom car. It had all the M Performance goodies. You know, it was really good looking when I picked it up, and I focused on performance, making that car faster. I originally bought it as a commuter. I put a BMS intake and an M Performance exhaust on it and thought I was gonna be good. And then before long, the VRSF catless downpipe, you know, the charge pipe upgraded, of course. Those N55 plastic ones are crap. And I did an intercooler, you know, a VRSF intercooler. So that was really stage 1 and 2. When it really got fun was when I put the pure stage 2 turbo on there. At that time, I installed a methanol kit where it used the windshield wiper reservoir as the tank. So I didn't have a tank in the trunk. I used the windshield wiper reservoir. And I know a lot of people found that really cool. And it's nice because when you're running low on boost juice, which would potentially be a problem if you ran out, the dash lights up and says, hey, you're out of windshield wiper fluid. In this case, you know, that would be your boost juice. So you know, to use your water bottle you keep in the trunk to top it off to get home, or, you know, just drive it easy to get home. Now, with that being said, I maxed the car out around 477, I want to say, wheel horsepower at that time. And I knew I needed more fuel. So we went ahead and put an XDI 35 high pressure fuel pump in it. That got the car over 500 wheel horsepower. Incredibly fun. You know, it was a blessing to own that car. It was so, you know, so incredibly responsive. At 500 horsepower, it's fun. You know, you're not going to beat everything on the street, but it's going to hold its own. And I'm sure Eldridge's fiance is going to, you know, have a good time with it. It's pretty bulletproof. During that time, I upgraded the rod bearings. Now on N55s, you know, it's not a huge problem, but it is a problem. So we put ACL race bearings in it. I did ARP studs, like the whole thing is built to last for tens of thousands of miles, even over double the factory horsepower numbers. The car kind of blew up on the internet when we put the N52 cam in an N55. There's still some back and forth whether, you know, people think I tried to trick them with that, and I promise I didn't. The car made more power when we dropped it in without changes to the tune, and then when we perfected the tune, the mid-range power was really night and day. And unfortunately, I don't have a ton of testing, and I can't go back in time and, you know, test this, test that, but ultimately that N52 cam is something very unique about that car. It's starting to rain outside, and you can research that on your own. But again, I've got a lot of videos, btwillisgarage.com if you want to check out the history. The second owner after I sold it, or the third if you look at the beginning of the car's history, did a lot aesthetically. I know, you know, the steering wheel, the wheels, I put KWV3 suspension on it, which made it sit perfect for me. I know that he did a lot, and the wrap, you know, it looks gorgeous. So I can't wait to see what Eldridge does. He has a great vision when it comes to aesthetics of cars, and I'm excited to follow this project. But Brad Williams checking out. Congrats again to Eldridge and family, and I'll be watching. Y'all take care. Bye.
So here's Joy, and this is her 2015 335. Obviously N55, but it's not just a regular N55. This is a upgraded turbo, running E30 mix. So I'll leave it at that. I will let Brad do all the talking when it comes to the performance mods. I don't want to get anything wrong. So right off the bat, what do you think about this car over the S3?
It does a little more to it.
So this one, I think it feels a little bit more powerful. It does make more power than the Audi did, just because the Audi was never fully tuned on E85 like it was supposed to be, or like it was built to. But the thing is, this car is a rear wheel drive and the other one was all wheel drive. So with the all wheel drive, you actually feel more in control than this. This one, you got to be careful when you drive it. The car was actually silver when Brad owned it. So there was another owner who owned this car, and we bought it from him. His name is Justin. And funny little story, he was actually supposed to be buying my F30, but then he ended up running into this one, and he decided to go with this one because obviously it had lower miles, and on top of that, it made more power than mine did. Mine was just the basic bolt-ons. So he ended up getting the car wrapped. He had the door jambs wrapped. I can't remember the name of the color, but I will put it on the screen here for you guys. It is by Tech Wrap. I used to think my car was bright, but whenever you park this car next to mine, it actually makes my car look kind of dull. So this has like when you see it next to mine, it has like a chrome finish. It's not getting the exact color on camera, but let me tell you guys, it's bright. So it's like a mix of, I want to say, Estoril blue and maybe my blue, which is more on the greenish side. So at some angles with the light, it does have like a little bit of green in it, but it's just kind of hard to explain. As you guys can see, the car has a GTS style hood and also has carbon fiber style kidney grills, M styles. Yeah, so we're going to be changing these to just gloss black. We're probably going to be doing this in a gloss black as well, because this one's actually a carbon fiber style too. Or if anybody wants to buy this, we're willing to sell this if this is something that you're interested. And then we'll probably just grab another one. Actually, I have another one sitting around that I'll probably throw on here. It does have the carbon fiber fangs. I'm not sure exactly what you might call these. And it has a carbon fiber M Performance style lip, which we do have another one that we're going to be putting on, but it's not the same style. But we have another M Performance lip that it's available if anybody wants to buy it. We're not going to be putting on the car. It's actually brand new. So kidney grills for sale, hood vent for sale, and not a factory, but a brand new carbon fiber lip for sale as well. All right, so for the wheels, we have the work Rezex. I believe that's what they were. So they are 19 by 9, 19 by 10. The offsets I can't remember, but I will put it on the screen for anybody that is interested. So it is sitting on KW V2 coilovers, I believe, or maybe it's V1. Once again, I'll put that on the screen just to confirm. But it has a nice stance. It is on the low side, which is a little bit low for some people, but I mean, she's driven my F30 before and she did it, you know, completely fine. So I'm not really too worried about this. Obviously, it's one of those things where you got to be careful where you go, how you drive it. So going around, also it has the M-style mirror caps. Now on the back side, it's got some, I guess, custom rear bumper extensions. You guys can't really see those. All right, there you go. So we got some custom rear bumper extensions. We have a carbon fiber diffuser, which has a brake light down here. And also we have the GTS style tail lights. And also he gave us another spoiler. This one's seen better days. So we're gonna be running the same spoiler, which is the M Performance style. We got a brand new one to put on there. Also the roof is wrapped black. And it's got a carbon fiber antenna. So for the exhaust, it is running a muffler delete from VRA itself, and it's got a VRSF catalyst downpipe, and everything else is pretty much stock from my understanding. Also, it's got M Performance carbon fiber Sasker extensions. Now to the inside. So the previous owner, Justin, ended up getting these from Mashimaru. So he got Alcantara on the door handles, on the dash, on the center console, and the armrest. And he ended up going with the M color stitching, which at first this is something that I wasn't too sure about if I liked, but over a couple days, you know, I ended up growing into it. And also he did the carbon fiber shifter and the Alcantara. So here's the steering wheel. It's got a custom airbag cover, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Flat bottom, Alcantara on the sides, carbon fiber top, and we got the M colors up here as well. I know it's probably not everybody's taste, but that's okay. I mean, I think it flows well with the stitching on the Alcantara pieces and the steering wheel, and it matches with the color of the car, so you can't really go wrong. And it's got a little bit of red accents here and there. He just kind of matches everything. If you think about it, it's the blue and the red over here with the heat, and then we got blue and red over there. So it all works together. You obviously don't want to go overboard with the red, but they're just nice little touches. So with the little touches, we have the black line gas cap, and then he also has the caps in the engine bay that are red. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the exterior of the car. I think just a few minor changes that we're going to do to make it our own would probably kind of change the look of the car a little bit. Are you excited? Finally joining the BMW community?
Excited.
So I will leave her Instagram on the screen here, and also I'll have it down in the description down below if you guys are wanting to follow her account, that way so you can see more pictures of the car. Obviously I will post it on mine. I will have like videos and pictures and all that of the car itself on mine, but I'm not going to be posting it that much. I'm going to leave that up to her because I'm trying to get her to be a little bit more active on Instagram by posting cars. We had the S3 and she barely posted it, so I just low-key think that she wasn't really happy with the car like she thought she would be, and she didn't want to admit that she should have listened to me from the beginning.
I think it's because we got rid of the tune, that's why.
Yeah, so once we got rid of the tune, the car felt honestly probably a little bit slower than a stock S3 would have. I just think it lost torque since it does have an upgraded turbo and it wasn't tuned. It just felt pretty slow, and also we weren't really getting on it just because we don't want to ruin the car. We wanted to leave the car untuned for the future buyer to just tune it how they ever want it, but it's not looking like that, so we might just end up selling it to a dealership just because we're getting some dumb offers that the dealership can obviously match. So that's the update on the S3. This is the new car for the the family, which we have another car that I'm going to be showing you guys as well. I don't know which video is going to come out first, but I think this one's probably going to be uploaded first, and then you guys are going to see the other car. So there's two cars, two new BMWs in the driveway now. So yep. Anything you want to say to them?
No. Follow our builds.
Yeah, there's not much that we can do to this car. Everything was probably already done. Obviously we're just going to maintain it, change it up a little bit, and then we do have some imperfections on the wrap that are going to have to be redone. The roof, I mean the hood, we're going to redo it, and I think the fender might have to be redone if we can't get those stains out of it. But other than that, I mean, the car is in good shape. We're just going to try to, like I said, maintain it. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.